Hey guys, it's your girl Curlychaotic, and today I am bringing you an introduction video pretty much of who I am and what basically inspired me to go natural. I also will be throwing at you guys a couple tips and tricks for some transitioners and for people who are thinking about going natural or who just became natural and don't know pretty much like where to start. So what basically inspired me to go natural? I've had relaxed hair for some time, pretty much all of my high school year, and I just cut my hair, did the big chop Thanksgiving of 2015. So when I had relaxed hair, I always liked wash and goes, and even though I had more of a wavy look, it never got like my full curl pattern, obviously because my hair has been tampered with, it's been straight. So I like the wavy look that I used to get, but I didn't have much body or volume. It was just always blah, you know. And also why I wanted to go natural was simply because my hair went through so many phases. Just being on a relaxer itself, I've had so many damage. I had to cut my hair so many times. I tried to be versatile with my hair, whether it was trying to put different colors in it or little highlights here and there, just simply because. And my hair just went through plenty of phases and I just got tired of it. So I told myself I was basically going to stop relaxing my hair. I started transitioning pretty much for almost 2 years. I was transitioning my hair, and even though it was kind of tough because after a while when your new growth starts to grow, you have that new growth and then your relaxed hair. So I just was when I started to see like my curl pattern, I was always told that pretty much you would not know how your curls would pop or how, you know, what your curl texture is until you actually cut your hair, or until you know, gradually just trim your ends off and you're fully natural. So I just said screw it. I cut my hair, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, at first I was not that happy. I was hype about it, I was excited, you know. I had two sisters that went natural, but they was already past the awkward phase and their hair was looking, you know, nice. And when I cut my hair, I didn't realize how much of it I had to cut. So for the first couple months, I was very, I wouldn't say depressed, but I was very unhappy with how my hair looked. Also because, you know, as a new naturalista, I didn't know where to start. You know, I pretty much wore an afro, and it wasn't even like a nice picked out afro. It was just like a nasty afro. So you know, for like the first month maybe, I don't remember what happened, but around that time I stopped working, so it kind of worked out for me. Honestly, I was in the house majority of the time for like the first 2 months, and pretty much I just always wore my hair in an afro, and I just wore some big hoops. And that was a stretched out afro actually, but there was a couple times where I did some wash and goes, and once I fluffed out my hair, it would always shrivel back up to an afro. So I just started wearing some curly fros, and actually one day I went outside, and you know, I was in Brooklyn, New York, and you see a whole bunch of people walking around, and a lot of people would just simply say, hey, you know, your hair looks beautiful, like what did you do to your hair, or how did you get your hair like that? And I will be honest with some people, I'm like, really, you like the way my hair look? Because I was feeling so self-conscious, and they were like, yeah, no, your hair looks nice. And I'm like, oh, thank you, I just recently cut my hair, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really feeling in my skin. I don't feel comfortable with it yet. And people will just tell me like, yo, rock the ish out of it because it looks nice. So I mean, other than the compliments, that did help me with my self-esteem a bit. But what also helped me in the beginning, because when I cut my hair, it wasn't even like I had a TWA, which is a teeny weeny afro. I pretty much was at the beginning stage of that awkward length. And I'm pretty sure a lot of naturals that first did their big chop, they know what that's like. And I mean, obviously your hair is not too short, but it's not too long, so it's not much you can do with it. So the first thing I did pretty much, I bought a whole bunch of different products. I was just trying different things. Everything was pretty much trial and error with me until I pretty much figured out what worked for me. Now, to start, I would say, again, I started as a transitioner, so I was just all over the place. Anytime that I had some money or going to the hair store or Target, anywhere, I would always just stop in the hair section and I would just look at so many products. So I think one day they had like a buy one get one free sale at like Walgreens or CVS, and I just OD'd with like Shea Moisture products. So when I started, I only had, I think it was the Curl and Style Moisture Milk and the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. This is when I was transitioning. So I used to use that, and I also had this thing, I think the brand is called ORS or ORS, Organic Root Simulator. It was like an olive oil type of lotion, styling lotion. And I just had that laying around the house. So my hair started getting really thick, but my ends started to look a little brittle and dry. So I used to try to blend the hair as one texture, and that would only work if I did braid outs. So I used to just start braiding my hair, and I would take it out. I like, you know, the volume it gave me. Then I started with twist styles. Then I even started adding like perm rods, and I just started getting better at it. I think one day I watched one of these girls on YouTube channel, and she did like a chunky side flat twist, and that was like my go-to style for like months. And then as my hair, when I realized how thick my hair was getting, I'm like, wow, I really started liking it. After a while, I even started wearing blowouts for a little. And then that's when I cut my hair. So now, again, as I started at the awkward phase, by that time, I just bought the whole coconut and hibiscus Shea Moisture line, simply because I already had a couple products that I bought. And I'm a kind of person, I'm kind of weird and picky. I like to stick to like a whole line. If I'm like trying something, I would like to try the whole line to give like a fair review or have my personal, you know, view on it. So some tips now as far as, you know, a new natural starting out. I would say this. I'm pretty sure plenty of YouTubers or plenty naturalistas would say this. They have so many products. You want to narrow it down to just very few items, but some must-haves I do recommend as a new naturalista. Definitely a pick. I like this one because it's all cute and glittery. I use a comb whenever I'm washing my hair. I'm detangling, obviously a wide tooth comb. I think I have a bigger one, but this is the one I have now. Anytime that I was separating my hair, I would always use like one of these silky looking scrunchies, and this is actually an old pantyhose that I cut, and I just used to use this a lot whenever I used to pineapple my hair when I was transitioning. But now obviously since my hair is a little shorter, I don't use this that much anymore. But you know, if I'm styling my hair or whatever and I just want to like put, you know, like section it off, I would just use this. But bobby pins, you know, for people who likes to do updos or who are good at doing like certain cute styles. Now, here's a confession. You're gonna laugh, but I am not really good at using bobby pins. So if somebody wants to leave in the comments how to use it, believe me, I try to look at tutorials and stuff, and I see people working these bobby pins like pros. When you're ready to preserve a hairstyle at night, I always recommend a satin bonnet. It did come in handy with me when I was transitioning and as a natural now. Pretty sure you guys probably already have a silk or satin scarf or even a pillowcase. Now, as far as what products I think you should use, it's really hard to narrow it down and say what products I want to tell you guys to get, only because when I first started watching YouTube, that was one of my big mistakes. I would always watch people's videos, and basically the ones whose texture was similar to mine or curl pattern was like mine, I would be glued to their videos, and I would always be eager to buy the products that they want. Now, don't get it twisted. It's a possibility your hair might come out like theirs. You guys might either have the same hair type or texture, but sometimes some people don't even have like just one texture in their hair. You'll have like 2-3 different hair types, you know. So it's really hard for me to recommend products, but that's another thing. You don't want to get too crazy with buying products, because I'm telling you, when I started out, you would think like I have a mini Beauty Mart cabinet or just bathroom period with the amount of hair products I have. From hair product lines to different shampoos, like it's ridiculous. So I just say just start out with a few essentials. Well, for instance, this is what I started with. Again, I started with Shea Moisture because I gradually over time just had a lot of their coconut and hibiscus line products. So I just stuck with that. Now, usually what my regimen was I would just, you know, wash my hair, and I would use a conditioner. And then when I'm done with that, I would use the curl style milk. And depending on what I would do with my hair would determine pretty much what product I use from that point on. So, here's the shampoo, here's the conditioner, this is the curl style milk I was just talking about. Now let's say for instance, because my hair was short, the main thing that I was doing was a lot of flat twists or chunky twists or just twist outs pretty much. So the coconut and hibiscus curl enhancing smoothie, it worked well for me at first. You know, it smells really good, the consistency is great. And I would probably use the Hold, Shine, and Mist whenever I'm twisting it. Like when I'm doing the actual twist out itself, this is pretty much, those were like my go-to products. As far as the mousse and the co-wash, I would use those from time to time. Now the actual curling gel souffle, I used it sometimes, but not in, it wasn't like one of my staples with Shea Moisture. Now, after in between washes, I don't always use my shampoo and conditioner, but I would say you should invest in a really good conditioner that has a lot of slip, that's easy to, you know, detangle your hair. Again, you don't have to look for something that's pricey. Sometimes the price doesn't always matter. It's just about what works for your hair. What I found that worked for me really good was the Herbal Essences Hello Hydration Conditioner. And this huge one, it's a 33.8 fluid ounces. And I got this, I think, at Target or Walmart, like some department store, and it was literally like maybe $6-7 bucks. Another conditioner that I started out with was the VO5. I think it was Shea and Vanilla or something like that. I will figure it out and I will post it in the description box. But another great investment, again, like I said, you don't want to have too many products because you want to start with something and you want to see if it's actually working for your hair. You don't want to get too crazy buying too many products, because I was that crazy lady again. But one thing I would say that a lot of us naturals tend to have this problem. Whenever you're washing your hair, you know, it looks all nice and, you know, whatever. And then after a while, when you want to do a new style, we tend to use the good old water bottle or whatever to spritz our hair. But sometimes, as we know, when you add water to your hair, it causes shrinkage. So when you're trying to do certain styles, it doesn't always work. So for instance, if you have like twisting your hair or you're trying to stretch your hair, one really good product I recommend, I bought this on Amazon. It's called the Q-Redo. It's basically like a portable steamer. And why I recommend this product, I don't only use it when I'm doing, you know, I mainly use it when I have like twist outs or whatever, but this is a good way to moisturize your hair and you don't want to actually put water to it. It also opens up the hair follicles and it, you know, stimulates hair growth. That's the whole purpose. You want your roots to be stimulated or whatever. So I definitely recommend one of these. If you know you can go out and buy one of these, get one. So another thing, I'm not that great at it yet. Some type of pomade or some control paste for them baby edges. My baby edges ain't always laid down, but I'm still working on how to work with that. And that's pretty much it as far as my tips goes. I have a different hair care regimen now, and as I would say this, once you find products, you would know what products work for you. Coming from a person that tried so many different products, I finally found a hairline that works for me, and I would definitely say a nice hairstyle consists of two things: your product and your technique. Once you have your technique down packed with the right product, those curls will be popping. Believe me when I tell you that. I mean, you know, in the future, if you guys want, I could do a video with one half of my hair showing a certain product and another half of my hair with a product or the hair care regimen that pretty much works for me now. So be patient. Your hair will grow. Your hair will grow. Remember, going natural, I mean, I know it's the whole new thing now, but for me, it was kind of like turning over a new leaf. It's like a fresh new start for me. So I'm still learning a lot of things as I go. So on my channel, I don't only want to talk about things that I know. I would also want to make it a community-based thing where if other women want me to talk about certain things, or if somebody else expertise is at doing this or that, I don't have no problem promoting that on my channel. I'm even thinking in the future making a Facebook page or blog or something where we all link up together. Sometimes when we uplift each other, it really helps, especially when you don't know what you're doing or where to start. So if you guys want to see more videos of me, tutorials or product reviews, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know. Thank you guys for watching.